Hello. Hello. Welcome to my live stream for Spectrum. How are you guys doing? How's your day been? So, there are a few things I'm going to mention just straight off the bat in this stream. Number one, my audio quality is a bit There's a lot of background noise, and you're going to be hearing possibly a lot of like random screams in the background. Please ignore those. I will try and mute before them, but I don't have like a sixth sense on that. Second off, this is a Q&A live stream. I will be playing a game. Hold on. Speaking of said game, hold on. I'll be playing this game. And speaking of that game, there's a present. Hold on. Hold on. These announcements can wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What'd I get? Ooh! Okay. Alright. So, speaking of this game, I am playing Animal Crossing in the background because most chat streams have like, I just have this picture up or another picture up that's drawn by the incredible Slep who's in chat. That's Slepu, say hi. So I decided to put some Animal Crossing in the background because it's something to look at and something to mindlessly do. Now this is going to be a Q&A live stream, so feel free to ask as many questions as you want. I'm going to need them to keep up chatting in this game because I'm a bad video game commentator or whatever it's called. But before that, there are a few questions I'm going to kind of dismiss right off the bat. The first question that I intend to get, that if you're going to ask, please do not, is if I'm going to do a face reveal. The answer is no. The second question is a very valid question, is how I am capturing this video game. I'm using a capture card, an Elgato capture card. I'm playing on my Switch. You can tell because I hit boop, Switch. So, capture card. Third is, no, those are the only two questions I thought that I might get a lot. So yeah. Now I'm going to put on my headphones, which I cannot control the volume of, so Animal Crossing is going to be very loud. And, just get to it. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. This game is very loud right now, oh my god. How is my life going? Mako00 asks. It's going pretty good. It's been probably the most together it's ever been. And Lupin, No Straight Answer, asks, do you need help parsing chat while playing games? I would, but the way I'm capturing this game means I can't be in call anywhere and play this game, so I have to be alone. It's so sad. Okay, so this chat's getting a bit hard to look at for me. I've already seen an issue. I'm going to suggest at the end of your sentence when you ask a question. Oh, can I do emojis? Please put an emoji of a rainbow. Where is it? It's not showing up for me. Do they don't exist? Do they not exist? Hello? Wait, where'd emojis go? There we go. I see him now. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Heck. Alright, have you done ASMR? Nebi-chan asks, have you done ASMR? I feel like I've heard your voice in an ASMR. No. I've never recorded an ASMR thing before. Let's see. What's my island called? My island is called... Hold on. Wait, what's the button? My island is called Menta. I've been playing Animal Crossing since the GameCube version, and I named my first island Peppermint. I wanted to name it Peppermint, and not island, my first town. GameCube didn't have islands. Well, it did, technically. Anyway, I named my first town Peppermint, meant to be Peppermint, and then I named a few other towns Experiment, but Spear Me and stuff like that. So I wanted it... This is the, like, plant genus name for mint, the mint family. So, yeah, Menta. Is this your first Animal Crossing game? Ania Meter? Is that your name? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. No, I played, other than Happy Home Designer, I have played every single Animal Crossing game. I really love it. It's one of my favorite series. It's just very cute, fun, and I'm very bad at it. Just because I've been playing it for, like, ever does not mean I have gained skills. Let's see. Also, some other things I forgot to mention. I will miss a few questions. I feel bad about it, but please feel free to resend your question if I miss it, but do so within, like, wait a minute or two. Don't spam the chat with the same question over and over. And also, don't send the message, this is a curse, don't send the message, you missed my question, because somehow I always see when people send that and I never can find their question they asked earlier. Feel free to resend questions. Give it a good 2 to 3 minutes between you sending it, and I will answer as soon as I can. But I am very... Even if I wasn't playing Animal Crossing, I'm distracted all the time. But yeah, I see a lot of rainbows. I'm gonna answer some. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll up a little. Do you have Yusuke Kira Stan says, do you have hostages? No, I'm just in a house with children right now. So... They scream as if they're dying. It happens. Alex NG asks, what got you into making Vocaloid music? There was this Utao producer. I was into Vocaloid. I found Miku from a Hare Hare Yukai cover. And I got into Vocaloid for a few years. I did some covers. And then there was this Utao original song creator. I always pronounce her name wrong. I said yes in my brain. I always pronounce it as Yessi-chan, but it's Jessie, I think. And she's the voicer of the Utao Camella Melodia, and she started making original music, and I was like, wow, I want to try that. So I kind of just did it on a whim. I was like, I want to try making music. And that's how I started making music. Izzy, I-Z-Z-I, I think, asks, what Vocaloids do you recommend? I recommend, well, that depends on what you want, I suppose. So, for English, I recommend something like Ivana or, Cyberdiva, I feel. Also, is the game volume too loud? It just sounds so loud to me. I'm gonna turn it down for good measure a little bit. Okay. And for Japanese, I'd recommend Miku. You can't go wrong with Miku. And, yeah, but if you want both, I suggest Luca. Luca or Yohioloid are good bilingual Vocaloids if you want both Japanese and English. Yeah. Volume is perfect? Cool. Alright. Let's see. Did you know how to make... Oh, Teto Dash. I'm really going to try and say your names when you ask a question, so if I miss it, I'm sorry. But, yeah. Teto Dash says, did you know how to make music before using Vocaloid? The answer is no. I had no knowledge of music theory. I had never tried to make anything, ever. I just thought Vocaloid was cool. I didn't even like to sing. I wasn't musical at all. It was wild. Jade Breeze asks, another question. I know you use a lot of Vocaloids throughout the years. Do you have a favorite Vocaloid to use? Utaholoids. Vocaloid or Utaholoid? I really like using Dinah right now. My favorite Vocaloids are Miki and Luca, but Dinah's a lot of fun to use. And Utahu-wise, I have a lot of fun with Eris. Eris is... all the Utahus that Violin kind of works on tend to have just this level of like complexity and ease of use because they record so much that it's a lot of fun to use. So Eris and Ida were a lot of fun to use. Let's see. Nanodesu Beijing asks, hi Circus, it's interesting to see most songs in Spectrum are sung by Idaho. Why not try releasing an album with you as the vocal instead of using the Utahu with the voice provider? Just asking. Cause I like vocal synths. I'm not opposed to like doing an album with my own voice, but I really love all vocal synths. I like that. Ooh. Oh no, is it going away? Oh. I really I really like that the aesthetic of vocal synths. I love synthetic electronic stuff. And I think I would do a vocal cover in the future, but a vocal album in the future of just me, but for now I'm gonna stick with Vocaloids and Utahu. It's fun to do that, to use that stuff. Let's see. Eileen the Alien asks, hey Circus, what kind of fruit do you have on your island? I started with peaches, but I have a huge orange orchard on the way. Let's see. CDR Sonan, I think I said that right, asks, why did you choose Utahu over Vocaloid for this album? Honestly, I've always planned to do an Utahu album at some point. I really loved Utahu for a very long time. I focused on Vocaloid, but Utahu is so fun. And I really wanted to do a full Utahu album, specifically for Idaho's 10th anniversary. He turned 10 in October of last year. That's when I planned to release this, but I fell a bit behind. Spectrum is coming out on March 27th of this year, which is almost half a year late, but you know, better late than never. And I just really wanted to do a whole album dedicated to Utahu because there's such a strong and very, very powerful fan base who Utahu is the DIY of vocal synths, and it's just the people who get very into it are so incredible, and it's a lot of fun. I like it. Let's see. Silmist11, I think, asks, what's something you wish you knew when beginning music? Asking as a beginner. Kind of just write what you want, I suppose. You don't have to make something that perfectly fits into a mold, and then I feel like after you try and do that, you try and make something that is unique and fits into no mold. It's okay to do both. You can write a song that's unique or write a song that's really basic, as long as you have fun with it. I think I really got into music once I kind of just let go of whatever, and I had fun with it. I just write to have fun, and it really helped. I've been writing so much more lately because I just write to have fun. Let's see. Nevi-chan. Oh wait, I thought I already answered that. Joro asks, hey Cirque, we still need to link up in New Horizons. I have something I want to mail you from my Nook shopping. Oh, yeah. Ultra No-Show socks. What? We definitely will. I'm going to be doing a chat stream after this. I do a chat stream on my Patreon server every Tuesday and Saturday from 2 p.m. to whenever. So this stream's only going to go until 4. And then after 4, I'm going to hop into my Patreon server and kind of just basically do what I'm doing now, but a lot more low-key. Normally chat streams only have like 2 to 3 people join it, so it's very chill. And we can like hang out in islands if you guys want, then it'll be fun. Thing... Is that your name? Asks, what do you think about Hatsune Miku NT? I'm very excited. I think Krypton moving to a different vocal synth is such an incredible move. Lately I've been really... I mean, I've always been a little bit, but lately I've been really into new vocal synths. I've been dabbling around with Deep Vocal, Synth V, Chavio. I mean, granted, not all of these are... I think none of them are new, but they're new to me. And another new one with Piapro characters in Piapro Studio. It seems so fun. It seems so interesting. I think we need more variety right now. And I'm really, really interested to see more about it. I'm really interested to see English. It sounds like it's going to be great for English. The Japanese sounds a bit like... The transitions sound a bit like kind of muddied CVVC transitions. I'm a bit... The volume fluctuates a bit. I think with compression it would sound fine, which is how I mix. I overcompress everything. But I have my... There's ups and downs to it, but overall, very excited. Mostly positive. Coraline asks, what's your process when writing music? Do you do lyrics first, melody first, music first, or just kind of all at once? Also, do you ever plan on using Synthesizer V? So it varies, honestly. I normally start out with the instrumental. And then some, but lately I've been writing the melody first. I never really start out with lyrics. I find it very, very difficult to just write a song by having lyrics already written. Like, I've tried it. It's not easy. But yeah, I can start with whatever, I guess, but more often than not, I start with the instrumental and then add a melody afterwards, and then I do lyrics, either while I'm writing the melody or after the melody. I'm trying to write my lyrics with the melody more often to make sure they flow together, because a lot of my older songs, the melody and the lyrics don't tend to go hand in hand, and I really want them to. So I'm trying to get better with that. And yeah. And do you ever plan on using Synth V? You'll find out. And that is all I'm going to say there. Let's see. Nevi-chan asks, favorite Vocaloid ship? I don't really ship things, but I really like the pairing of Luca and Goomy. I think they're very cute. So if that... I wouldn't be mad if I saw that as a ship, or I saw ship art for that. So I think that means I like that. But yeah. Chicken Nugget, good name, asks, what is your favorite Vocaloid? Luca and Miki are my favorite Vocaloids. I have a whole top 10 list, but those are tied for number 1. Absolutely. Thing asks, have you tried Vocaloid 5 yet? I have. I mostly tune in Vocaloid 4, but that's just because I cannot give up the line tool and the pitch editing tune like Vocaloid 2 style, which I got rid of in Vocaloid 5. But Vocaloid 5 added such a good vibrato system. The breathiness is incredible. There's a lot of good with Vocaloid 5, but there's a lot of bad as well. So I stick with Vocaloid 4 mostly, but then I sometimes bring VSQs into Vocaloid 5 to add a little extra end tuning stuff. So my process is like 80% Vocaloid 4, then sometimes Vocaloid 5. Teto Dash asks, what programs do you recommend for making MIDIs and mixing? I use Audacity, but it's really hard to get timing right with it sometimes. I use FL Studio for everything. It's expensive. There's definitely cheap alternatives. I think, isn't Reaper kinda like has an unlimited trial type deal? There's quite a few others. I'm sure someone in some of my more knowledgeable friends in the chat can help with that. But there's a lot of alternatives, but I do use FL Studio. Let's see. Hard Circle asks, who is your favorite Vocaloid producer? That's a tough one. I really like HSP's tracks. I really like Neru's tracks. KZ is incredible. Hachioji P is great. There's like a lot of them. I'm trying to avoid saying like my close friends, cause duh, I love them. Like No Straight Answer and Empath P and like just a lot of my friends. They do great music, but you know, I'm biased. But even if I weren't biased, I'd still love them. So, you're right. I'm gonna not talk about them. Yeah, there's a lot. It really changes. I don't have a number one fave right now. Oh, Now Italian's also great though. Gosh, there's like, you can tell me any Vocaloid producer and odds are I'm like, oh, they're great. Because I try and listen to a variety of stuff. Thing asks, will you buy Project Diva Mega Mix? If it comes out in the West, yeah. It's going to, right? It's going to have an English edition. I'm really adamant about supporting English editions of games now, so if it gets an English edition, I will buy it. Let's see. Mako00 asks, what is your inspiration to make lyrics? Normally, feelings, I'd say, are where I get my lyrics from. There's a lot of, like, situations you can write about. There's a lot of topics you can write about. I tend to derive those from the feelings, so they're not entirely one-to-one with situations that happened, but they feel very much, they evoke the feeling that I felt when writing them, I suppose. In most cases, I used to be a bit, still am a bit overdramatic, but you know, when you're a musician, that's fine. That's great, you know? You gotta have some drama. Let's see. C. Wit asks, have you ever been to a Vocaloid concert? I have. I've been to a few. I've been to a few Miku expos. I went to see Miku before, like, perform the opener for Lady Gaga. That was wild. They're all incredible. I really loved. They're definitely some of my favorite concerts I've ever gone to. And the last one I went to, they played Decade and I cried. So, always great. Let's see. CDR Sonan asks, do you speak Japanese? I don't. I am learning it a little, but I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty not great. Yeah. With my songs that are in Japanese, I hire translators to help. Because I do write a bass for them, but they're always horrible. So yeah, I don't speak Japanese fluently. But I can speak it a little, I guess? Let's see. Angel Hernandez asks, what feeling inspired you the most for Spectrum? The song specifically, and I think also the album, is kind of like the feeling of moving past, like, being in a rut. The feeling of, like, being open to more ideas and being open to more, like, looking around your surroundings rather than just facing forward to your destination. It's kind of... sounds very dramatic, but it is, you know, I mean, I just said I'm dramatic. It's inspired by, like, just a new perspective, I suppose. So I wanted the album to have a variety of vocalists, even though it's technically Idaho's 10th anniversary album. I definitely wanted there to be more than just Idaho on it. I wanted... a lot of the songs are kind of uplifting, or if they are sad, they're not as desperately sad as my previous stuff. I wanted it to be like a new perspective. That's basically a summary of it. Let's see. Silmist11 asks, will the stream be available on YouTube later? It will. Check the description. I think I updated it. I know my internet's not gonna be great. Sorry. So the VOD will be up later. I've watched a lot of streams. I don't know if it's actually a VOD. Video on demand? Is that what that stands for? I don't know. It's whatever it is, it's gonna be up later. Tropical asks, Circus, are you proud of your old songs? I view them as stepping stones, but I can't listen to a lot of them. It's kind of awkward. I can listen to probably everything from 5 to now, although 5's getting a bit dicey at this point. I can't really listen to Tale of a 10,000-year-old, 100-year-old vampire queen. I forget what I called it. And Goodbye makes... I used an older version of the lyrics that weren't entirely what I was feeling in the moment, so I'm proud I did them. I do not regret them. I'm not embarrassed by them because, you know, stepping stones, and I've learned from all of them. But I can't listen to them. I haven't been able to listen to Circus Monster in years. And I'm not exaggerating with that. It's been 5 years. I mean, I think even when 5 came out, I was like, if anyone plays the English version of Circus Monster, I cannot listen to it. I can't. So, yes and no. Let's see. Well, Nebi-chan asks, opposite of that, what song are you the most proud of? I think, Poltergeist. And most recently, Dreaming with You, which an Idaho version is going to be on Spectrum. But it's kind of like Quicksand. It's meant to be a cover version. It's not the original version. There's going to be a different version uploaded later. Poltergeist and Dreaming with You were two songs that came out either exactly as I wanted or better than I anticipated when writing them. And they got the feelings across, they got the exact production across. Everything was not perfectly done, but exactly how I imagined it. And that makes me really happy. So I'm very, very proud of those two songs. The video for Poltergeist is so stressful, all of that on one layer. Yeah, that's just how Slept do. I'm Not Your Son, Jay, asks, what Vocaloid of yours is the most difficult to work with? Sonica? Mostly because it's Sonica, but also because she's stuck in Vocaloid 2? I didn't get the code to bring her to Vocaloid 4, so I have to use Vocaloid 2 if I want to use Sonica, which added on to the fact that she is Sonica. Just makes it a bit difficult. Let's see. Nebi-chan asks, will you do new covers for some of your older songs? Kinda. I mean, I'm already doing that with Quicksand and Dreaming With You a little bit. I don't have any plans to revamp any more older songs at this point, but I'm not opposed to it, I suppose. Sidera Sonan asks, any tips for keeping motivation up while working on songs? Take breaks. That's the biggest tip I've learned. Don't feel bad if you burn out. Don't feel bad if you need like a whole month to not write anything. Just take your time. Don't stress too much about it. And just write when you want to write, not when you feel like you have to write. And don't guilt yourself too much about not writing for a while, because, you know, it's fun. In the end, it's just fun. So, yeah. Zinnia G asks, oh, hold on. Circus, are you excited to hear the Giga and Michi M collab for Project Sekai? Absolutely. I am so excited for that. I'm also really excited about the other collab they have. I'm excited when producers collab, because like I also really liked Gimme Gimme. I mean, I know that's a really popular song right now, but God, collabs are so great. They always bring something new, and I love it. Mako Mako00 asks, do you know Spanish, or what do you think of that language? I want to learn Spanish because I went to Spanish. I took Spanish in high school for like 4 to 5 years. Well, I started in middle school, so it's like 5 years probably. Oh, did I take it as a senior? I'm gonna say 4 years, and I learned nothing. Not only is it high school Spanish, but I retained nothing. And I really, really want to learn. I want to learn more. So, I like the language a lot, and I would like to understand it someday. Corlin asks, if you could collab with any producer, who would you work with? Oh, all of them. No, I think an electro producer would be fun, like Hachioji or KZ. That would be super, super fun. I mean, it's way out there, but super, super fun. But also, like, just any producer with, like, a style, like a rock producer, or a, like, hip-hop vocal OP, or something that, like, a producer that writes a style so different than mine, so that we could, like, make something, so I could see something completely different than I normally see. Would be a lot of fun, I feel. Chicken Nugget asks, do you know any other language besides English? I do not. I wish I did. Oop, I wish I did, but I'm learning. Working on it. I'm studying Japanese, and I know, like, I'm gonna say 2% of it. Angel Hernandez asks, do you feel different listening to 715 after making Spectrum? Actually, yes. Initially, when I was, like, conceptualizing releasing a new album, I kind of felt I peaked with 715. That's kind of like, I still listen to it to this day, and I'm like, wow, I'm pretty proud of everything on there. But I was planning on releasing new things regardless. But I was worried that, nothing could compare to it, to 715, but now I definitely feel like I like Spectrum more. I'm happy that I'm able to like my new thing more. than 715. So I definitely have a different perspective on it now. Anna Stewart asks, if you could back in time and tell Little Noob Circus anything, what would it be? Be nice. Expand your friend group, and also be nice to the friends that you have. Is probably what I say, which sounds a little real, but it's not coming from too much of a place of negativity. It's just kind of like, I really isolated myself early on, and I haven't been this like happy or like stable, honestly, since I found like a bigger friend group than just like 2 people. So I would tell earlier me to like make more friends, just talk to people. And also stop being so obnoxious. I'm Not Your Son Jay asks, do you think you'll ever cover some of your songs with your own voice? Yes, I do that quite a bit on my Patreon, actually. I have alternate vocalist versions of my songs, and I sometimes am the alternate vocalist. Some songs lately I found, because I'm trying to improvise melodies a bit more naturally, that means that they kind of are written exactly in my range. And because of that, I feel like I don't sound that bad singing them. Thing asks, will you do a remake of if one of your songs hits 10 years? I was planning to. I was honestly planning to. But I don't have any plans at the moment. Like, I was planning to start work towards making a 10-year anniversary thing of one of my songs, but other things got in the way. I'm more excited about the other things. Ooh, this is a big fish. Wow! Not the fish I'm looking for, but wow! Okay. Blue Shines asks, do you like Yokune Ruko? Yeah. Ruko's pretty cool. Nevi-chan asks, what's your opinion on Ruko and Oliver? Like, together or just separately? Since I just said I like Ruko. Oliver is... I appreciate him. He's got very, like, cryptid energy. I think Rice's Oliver, like Rice's personification of Oliver, has made me like him more. I recently bought him, and made a bunch of these cute little Vocaloids with him, and I think I've warmed up to him. Used to be about him, but yeah. Disha Mishra asks, do you like rose-colored glasses better or warning signs? Warning signs. Barairo no Megane was kind of a test to see if I could translate that song into Japanese, and then I asked friends to kind of fix some of my grammar, and then we had to fix so much that it kind of became not what I envisioned, whereas Warning Signs is exactly what I envisioned lyrically. I'm proud of those lyrics. So I definitely like Warning Signs more. Let's see. Kono Kanji asks, how are you today? I'm pretty good. I just played Animal Crossing all day, honestly. I've just been playing Animal Crossing for like the past 5 days. It's been great. I got a lot of work done beforehand, so I set aside time to binge this game for like 2 weeks, and I am so excited to have no life. Chicken Nugget asks, when did the stream start? Because I know I'm late. The stream started at 2, so not that long ago. Oh, 40 minutes ago. Wow. Yeah, 40 minutes ago. Let's see. Nanodeso Beijing asks, which Vocaloid are you planning to use? All of them? Every Vocaloid I have, I'm planning on using at some point. I don't like to make a Vocaloid go unused. I want to use my Japanese Vocaloids more. I'm working on my Japanese, but I'm gonna try and look for Japanese lyricists to help. Oh, this fish will not. I'm looking for Japanese lyricists to help so I can write more songs in Japanese and use like Lily, because I just bought Lily, and Lily is great, and Azuki, and I just love all of them. Angel Hernandez asks, do you think after Spectrum you won't feel pressure to do better than the last one? I think so. I don't think I feel pressured to one-up myself with my last album, because for all of them. Okay. Fish! Wah! Another tuna! So the reason I'm doing this, pause on the questions a little bit, I'm so sorry. One of my daily missions for some reason is to catch a blue marlin. So that's why I'm here, and I got 2 tunas. Anyways, Disha Mishra asks, do you feel some Vocaloids sound pretty similar? Yes. I definitely am not immune to the V3 generic voice type. I cannot really differentiate a lot of them. Chica, Akikoloid, Mew. I can differentiate them after listening to them for a little bit, but... And I love them. They're all great. I don't think they're bad. I think, if anything, I think Vocaloid 3 is the issue, not the Vocaloids themselves or their voice banks, like the voice providers. But they're hard to tell apart. Let's see. Scrolls up. Thing asks, will you play with new Vocaloids like Meika Hime and Meika Mikoto? Yes, I actually... Bara Iro no Megane was meant for Haru no Sora. I wrote it for Sora. But then I didn't like my initial tuning for it, so I wanted to retune it. And I retuned it because I don't tune in Vocaloid 5, I tune in Vocaloid 4. So I was tuning it with a different vocalist, and I used Goomy, and I was like, dang it, Goomy sounds great. So then I used Goomy, and that's why that was not one of the newer Vocaloids. But I do definitely have plans. I bought Haru no Sora. I don't know if I'm gonna get Meika Hime Mikoto. I like Haru no Sora more, and I don't really plan to... I want to get through I want to write a song for my current Japanese Vocaloids that I have, because I still have to write like a Yuzuki Yukari song. I still have to write... Uni's Korean, but I mean, I'm looking at all my Vocaloids that are on my shelf over there, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of Vocaloids I have not written songs for. Lily. Oh my god. I have a lot. Anyways, sorry. Chicken Nugget asks, are you a cat or dog person? I'm definitely a cat person. Though I like dogs. Dogs are very cute. I'm selling these tunas. I feel bad for doing it, but like, I already donated one to the museum. Let's see. Kono Kanji asks, what inspired your P name? Well, I actually was given this P name. After I wrote Circus Monster on Nico video, people started to call me Circus P, and I was like, huh, okay. So I just kind of stuck with it, and I really like it. I like being called Circus. It's the fact that it's like a noun, and there's something about it. It feels nice. Let's see. Disha Mishra asks, have you heard Luna's songs? If so, what do you think? Like, Star Luna. Love them so much. Manic is great. I think that's by them, right? Nebi-chan asks, can I buy Spectrum physically? Sadly, you cannot. I have plans for a physical thing that might involve Spectrum, but that's not going to come to fruition for at least a year, I think. I have a lot of other projects I want to put in priority. So I'm going to say no. You cannot buy it physically yet. But maybe someday. Chicken Nugget said, fun fact you didn't need to know, I'm allergic to dogs. Well, fun fact that I don't know if you guys knew, I'm allergic to fish. We both can't be around animals. I just thought that was funny because I'm fishing. Anyways. Oh, Trisha asks, oh, Circus, how are your cats? Aren't their names Raven and Starlight? We don't have those cats anymore. Starlight passed away about a year ago, which was sad. And Raven, I forget where Raven went. I think Raven ran away. It was very sad. But now we have two different cats who have been with us for like a year. It's been very cute. Biscuit and Winnie. Biscuit is super cute. And Winnie is like a little tuxedo cat. She's a little sneezy though, but it's okay. Ooh, money. Let's see. Thing asks, will you try Neutrino? I did. I tried it a little bit. The day it came out, I was so excited. I was like, whoa, new thing. I gotta stop everything I'm doing and I want to try it. And then it was a bit finicky, but I really liked it and I definitely want to use it more. I haven't made a full cover with it because I haven't quite figured out why Kiritan suddenly goes Screamo. But I do. It sounds so cool. Angel Hernandez asks, have you thought that for others they might be inspired by listening to Spectrum, like hearing the messages? That's kind of a dream of mine that I didn't exactly anticipate, but if it's able to be uplifting to anyone or like help them get through anything, then I would love it. Spectrum is definitely about rising above what like you're currently going through, and there's a lot of songs on that album that I hope resonates with some people. In the end, that's my goal. I write about what I feel, and I hope that other people feel comfort in that. Zinnia G asks, Circus, have you ever thought of using voiceroids similar to how Gyari uses them? Yeah, I'm really excited for English voiceroids. I think they confirmed that Zunko's getting an English one or something. I don't speak Japanese, so I have a few Japanese. I have Kitsuna Akari and Haruno Sora and stuff. But, I mean, they have voice banks anyways. And I have Zunko, but she's a Vocaloid. So, I'm not opposed to doing that. But I'm more excited about, like, the English ones. I'm very excited about the English ones. Joro asks, how much do I need to pay you for an Idaho version of Courage, asking for a friend? That almost happened. I forget, I think I was, oh, I know what, I remember the interaction. I was like, talking with Lupin, and I was like, hey Lupin, can I cover Courage with Idaho for Spectrum? And then I didn't even let him answer before I was like, wait, actually, can I just hire you to write a song for the album? So instead of Courage, you got Just Desserts, which, honestly, now both songs exist in the world, and maybe I'll cover it with Idaho and put it on SoundCloud at some point anyways, you know? Like, why not? Let's see. Kiwi asks, are you going to catch that fish near the rocks? Maybe once I run out of fish bait. I need to catch a blue marlin, and you can only catch them on the pier, apparently. I think. So I'm using all my fish bait right here, but I will definitely run around and fish after I use it all up. C. Wit asks, is it weird that I think both Meiko and Kaito are 30? Honestly, no, because I kind of agree. I view them as like, I view the Kryptonloids as like a family, and I kind of view Meiko and Kaito as like the parents, and like Ren and Len as the rowdy kids, and Miku as like the kind of middle child. So, no. Nebi-chan asks, do you like Ruko, I'm just gonna say male or female better? I tend to, oh no! Oh no! Okay, I tend to like, higher pitched voices, so I think I like Ruko's more feminine voice bank. Nanodesu Beijing asks, how's your time going with this whole corona pandemic? Stay safe. It's pretty. I'm fortunate enough that it doesn't affect my day-to-day, but I have noticed it a little. Oh, I have mail. From Robin. Wait, I should open it. What does Robin say? Oh, thank you, Robin. Chicken Nugget asks, do you like Zelda? This is so random. I really love Breath of the Wild. That was a lot of fun. And I have quite a, oh my god. And I have quite a few other Zelda games I'm trying to get into. Like, I've almost beaten Ocarina of Time. I really was into, I need to play Majora's Mask because one of my closest friends loves Majora's Mask. And I really want to, like, play it. Seawet asks, do you like Ritsu? Yes, Ritsu's vocal tone is incredible. Oh goodness. Vicio M? Hatsune Miku? Sorry, I definitely pronounced that wrong. Do you like Project Diva? For some reason, there's a lot of Vocaloid fans who don't like it or have never tried it. I like it, but I like rhythm games. I totally respect people who don't like it because, you know, it's a rhythm game. I think there are certain games that are better than others, but also the only Project Diva games I played have been the first and second one. I imported them from Japan, so in Japanese I played the first two for PSP, and then I got Project Diva X, and those are the only Project Diva games I played. So I like it. But I've also told other friends that those are the only Project Diva games I played, and they've been like, please get F second or F or whatever, and I don't have a Vita. Welcome to my bathroom. God, where should I put this? Which I hate this. Goodbye. OGE asks, what are your thoughts for Ling and Yanha V5? I am very excited. I have been meaning to buy Ling for so long. And if Ling gets an upgrade, that just is all I need in life, really. So I'm more excited for Ling than Yanha, but I'm excited for both nonetheless. Let's see. Kono Kanji asks, how do you feel about Miku performing at Coachella? I love it. I think that's going to be so fun. just kind of to see people's reactions and stuff. It's kind of like when Miku opened for Lady Gaga. I went to see that. I mean, I'm not going to Coachella. I also liked Lady Gaga. I don't like Coachella. But it's going to introduce a lot of people to Miku. And that's incredible, honestly. Gladia asks, who's your favorite Animal Crossing villager or character in general? I really like Kiki. Kiki's the one that I had in my initial GameCube version when I was like 9 years old. Really immediately made me think of Kiki's Delivery Service because the black cat and being named Kiki, and I was really into that at that time. I like Kiki. She's great. Verti asks, do you like Fire Emblem? If so, do you agree that the soundtracks are fire? I've played 3 Houses. I haven't really gotten into Fire Emblem. I bought Awakening. My first Fire Emblem game was Birthright, which I know. I know. But I like it, but I don't think I'm like into. Oh heck, I don't think I'm into it enough to have an opinion. But from what I've heard, it's been great. Wah! That's what I needed! Woo! Sorry. Yeah! 1,000 points! Woo! Okay. Hard Circle asks, who's that person on the Spectrum cover? That's Idaho. Idaho. Yay! I'm just gonna sell it, but I just needed to catch one. And now there's still a fish by the rocks. I will catch it. If I can... hold on. Nebi-chan asks, how old is Goomy? She's a Vocaloid, so I don't really know. I always view her as like a teenager though, I guess. Kind of like eternally 16 in my mind. I guess? I don't know. Vocaloid ages are weird. Zinnia G asks, do you think that Project Diva should have more diversity with the song languages? Like having more English songs than just Die and having songs using Miku V4C? I definitely think so. The reason I loved Project Diva X was because it had Sharing the World in it. And I think we need more, like, there's a lot of really popular Spanish Vocaloid songs, because, like, Miku's, I think it's her soft voice bank, is really good for Spanish. There's the fact that she has an entire Chinese voice bank. Like, I think diversity is definitely needed. And I hope they do it more in the future. Mako00 asks, is this new Animal Crossing, in your opinion, a good game? I want to buy it. If you like Animal Crossing, this is the best Animal Crossing. I am like a GameCube and Wild World, like, those were my 2 faves. And both City Folk is probably the low of the series, still a great game. And New Leaf was pretty alright, but gosh, this game, man. This game is so fun. So fun. CDR Sonan asks, have you ever played Sidus? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna sound like such a lame-o if I don't pronounce the name right, because yes, I have. I'm not good at it, but in Sidus 2, I have a song. Nanodesu Beijing asks, how do you feel about 10,000 Stars making it into Sidus 2? Yeah, I lost my marbles when Krypton contacted me about that. They were like, yeah, we're gonna promo it and put it in a game. And I was like, okay, you did that before, that's cool. I really appreciate it, that's always fun. And then they're like, yeah, it's a rhythm game. And my dream has always been to write for a rhythm game, so I was like, what? Hello? Yes? I cried. It's so awesome. I still can't believe it. Do you play any other rhythm games such as Bang Dreamer, Bang Dreamer Bandori, or Love Live, to name a few? Yes, I have a second Twitter at Idle Circus, twitter.com, all one word. Like in my name Voca Circus, replace the Voca with the word idle, IDOL. And I had just made a thread of all of the mobile games I play, and boy howdy do I play a lot. I play. You know what? Maybe I'll try and bring up that thread so I can just list it off. Also because there's some Twitter questions I have been meaning to answer. Let's see. I play, rhythm game wise, Love Live School Idol Festival All-Stars, Love Live School Idol Festival, Million Live Theater Days, Idolmaster Cinderella Girl Starlight Stage, Bang Dream, Utama Cross, and I have played Side M Live on Stage, and I have a lot on my phone. I play Granblue, yeah. Well, yeah. Lupin plays it more. Vocaphilia asks, is Idaho sounding close to idol intentional? Yes, but not... Yes, but... Just because that was the reason the character I stole his name from was based off. So I named Idaho when I was 13 years old. And I'm so sorry to say this. If any of you guys have read this manga or watched this anime called Vampire Knight, there is a character named Idaho. And that's where I got his name from. I'm so... I'm so sorry, Slep. This is new information. Slep did not know. Oh. I did name Idaho after a Vampire Knight character. I'm so... Oh, God. And I didn't even, like, read that far in. I was just like, I like that name. Chicken Nugget asks, what's your favorite game? Right now, it's Animal Crossing New Horizons. But I have a lot of favorites. I would say Skyrim is always up there. I mean, I know that's the cliche one, but I've loved Elder Scrolls games since Oblivion. I mean, to be fair, Oblivion's not that far back. There's like Morrowind. I missed out on Morrowind, but Skyrim came out right after I had put like 200 hours into Oblivion, and Skyrim was basically Oblivion, but better in my mind. So, I really like Skyrim. I really like Cinderella Girl Starlight Stage. I really like Dragalia Lost. There's a lot of phone games that are really good. I'm kind of a bit wary to say that I love those games because phone games, in my mind, still feel a bit temporary for some reason, but I think I can say that, like, I do love them because they are a lot of fun. And Animal Crossing always has been up there. Pokemon, oh my goodness, Pokemon's always been up there. Like, just full-on series. There's a lot. Ziniochi asks, how many consoles do you have Skyrim on? Two? I have it for my Switch and I have it for my computer. And I think that's it, actually. That's surprising. Yeah. Oh. L. Barnes asked, do you have a favorite utaite? I used to really love, I don't know if they're still around, but my answer for this used to be Guridi. But I really haven't listened to utaite in a while. I really should keep up on that. Thing asks, do you play mobile rhythm game JP servers? If you do, play Bandori JP besides EN and Bandori A? This is a lot, I'm sorry. I don't play Bang Dream JP. If a game has an English server, I drop the JP server for the English server. Even though it's a few months behind, I prefer supporting games that are in the language I understand, and also that way I can read it, because I can't read Japanese. Nihongo ga wakarimasen. So, yeah. Trisha asks, opinion on Mafu Mafu. Oh yeah, Mafu Mafu is so powerful. Honestly? My god. Great. They're very good. I'm not your person. I'm not your son. I keep misreading your name. I'm sorry. I'm not your son, Jay. Asks, I'm loving the stream so far. This isn't really on topic, but do you play any instruments? I know a bit of piano. I wasn't trained. I just now, after having written music, I know a bit of piano because piano rolls are how FL Studio and a bunch of DAWs work. Oh. And I tried to learn guitar, but I can never grab it. Do you like the new Bandori band Morphonica? Corolla P asks. Yeah? I don't know much about them. Their designs are cute, but also a few of them don't look unique enough to me to differentiate from the other girls, but they all have great colors. Like their hair colors are spot on as a whole group. So I think give it time and I'll like them more, but right now it's hard to... It's kind of like how the End Girls were in Love Live, and how I initially thought nothing of like Shizuku or Kanata or Emma, but then they're added to the Nijigaku group, and now I can spot them out really easily. It's just once a character has a character, it's easier for me to spot them out. I think that's where that band is right now. I just need to give it time. Let's see. Chicken Nugget asks, what is your favorite food? And yes, I'm just going to ask random stuff that has nothing to do with this. That's fine. I really like spicy food. I like very spicy stir fry, or very spicy buffalo wings, or very spicy yakisoba or something. I like spicy. I'm one of those people that will put Frank's Red Hot on everything. So, and that's not even like spice. That's just, that's whatever. But I like tinglies, I guess. Thing asks, favorite Bandori band. Mine is Roselia. Mine is, as a whole, I actually bought Roselia's album. They're my favorite group music-wise, and Yukina's one of my favorite characters. But I'm more of a Pastel Palettes fan because Eve is my #1 fave character, and I have this thing where I tend to have multiple favorite characters, but I will latch on to the one that's less popular. So because I feel like the one that's more popular already gets enough love, if that makes sense. So, huge Pastel Palettes fan. Let's see. I'm gonna see there. Quirtito. I'm sorry. What's the main inspiration for your album Spectrum? So, I initially had written a bunch of Utao songs because I was having a huge Utao kick, because I was just really excited about it again, and I wanted to make an Utao album and combine that with making a 10th anniversary album for Idaho. And I think with each song that I wrote, I kind of tried something new, or I kind of just went at it from just the having fun, like I'm experimenting perspective. Like, there's a track on there, Time with Chord, formerly known as Ceziloid by Painted Cz. Time is in 7/8 time, which I have never written in before. I was very experimental, I feel, and it's just, the album is meant to be fun, I think. It's meant to be uplifting, new perspectives, just different, I feel. And that was my main goal. Let's see. CDR Sonon asks, do you have any anime recommendations? Oh yes, I do. They're pretty popular. There was this one season that both so Yurikyan, Laid Back Camp, very good, especially if you like chill stuff. It's so good. And then what's that? I forget the full name. It's one of those long ones, like Beyond the Edge of the Universe or something. Like the one where they go to Antarctica. That one made me cry a lot. That one was really good. I recommend those two anime. Those are still the two. Flying Witch. Wait, I bought the entirety of Flying Witch because it's one of my favorite animes of all time. I also recommend Flying Witch. Please watch Flying Witch. Also get the English dub because Juby from Jubyphonic voices a character in Flying Witch, which I was in love with that anime, and then to find out Juby voice acts a character in the English dub, I lost my marbles. Again, so many marbles being lost. Top 5 Anime asks, do you have any lesser known Vocaloid producers that you listen to or recommend? I listen to Xpis a lot. I don't know if they count. I also Brood P, I think. Their stuff's pretty cool. There's a few that I listen to. But I definitely need to know more, because there's a lot out there. And oh yeah, Lauren writes cool stuff. Audio doesn't count, but I feel like I have to mention audio whenever people ask me about Vocaloid producers, because you should all be listening to audio. He's great. So yeah. Do you listen to Haruno's songs? I don't. I don't know who that is. Thing asks Bandori Baby Shark. That's what we get for that one like, what did they put it? It was like a poll asking people like, what songs do you want us to cover? And everyone just threw in memes from, because they sent it in the summer of like 2018 or something, and that's when Baby Shark was a big thing. So everyone just was like, ha ha ha, memes, and that's what we get. When will we learn that our actions have consequences? Chicken Nugget asks, do you know a show called Wakfu? I've heard of... Isn't that a game? I think I've heard of the game. I think I was going to play the game. Also, Chicken Nugget, please wait a few minutes between sending your questions. Because I can see your question sent 3 times with the chat right now. I just didn't get to it. So... Ooh, I picked up trash. Yay! Alright. So, I am going to go on Twitter, because I asked for questions, and answer a few of those there. just made a comic. I'm so happy. All right. Hold on. And we played the game for a very brief amount of time, like Lupin said. Meiko00 asks, do you like Boku no Hero Academia? And send help, I'm doing math homework. Oh, sending math vibes. You got this. Numbers. You can do it. You can win. Let's see. Scroll. Scroll. Okay. Let's see. Marvin sent quite a few questions. In which day of the quarantine do you recommend we should hear your album? On the 27th, when it comes out, which will hopefully be the day that new music is needed. And what is Marvin Valentine at Marvin Valentine 7 on Twitter? Also asks, what's your motivation to start a brand new album? Also, hi. Hello. I realized I hadn't... So this is going to be kind of silly. I think I've been too chill lately. I've been too, like, whatever, man. It's casual, right? To have fun. Keep up with my Patreon. Write a song a month. Write, like, a bunch of songs a month just because they're fun and I like it. I forgot I hadn't released an album since 2017. I realized this last year. I was like, oh, hello? So... I decided that I should pick up more album projects because they're fun. They're a lot of fun. I just got so distracted. So now I have like 5 album projects in mind, and I think quite a few of them will be released this year. So this is not the only album I'm planning to release this year. I'm not gonna wait another 3 years after this album to release another one. There's a lot of songs that are not on this album that I do plan to release very soon. So I kind of just wanted to write more albums again. Disha Mishra asks, how often do you get writer's block? I used to get it all the time. Absolutely all the time. I think I burnt myself out like every month. It was wild. But then recently, for the past like year or two, I've just been having fun. Like I said, I've been feeling a bit too chill. Been able to just... I remember the day before Animal Crossing came out, I was kind of facing the realization that I might not get it for like a whole week because it was... I ordered it from Amazon and they said it would be delayed because I ordered it the physical box because I like boxes. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just write an album. And then I started to write a song like in half an hour. And it was very fun and casual, and I'm not going to do anything with it, but I realized in that moment that, like, lately I've been able to just write what I want to write, just casually, and I think it's taking that weight away from writing. Not everything has to be a major song, you don't need to finish everything, but sometimes even the things you do finish don't really need to be released in a major way, and I think that's why I didn't release albums for a while. But then I forgot that releasing albums is also incredibly fun because then you have a finalized product. And the short answer is no. I don't really get writer's block anymore. But now that I've said that, it's probably going to happen. But maybe it's because I don't view it as writer's block. I view it as I need a break. And when I need a break, I take a break. So yeah. Kono Kanji asks, what's your favorite dessert? I love tiramisu. So much. That is absolutely my favorite dessert. I love coffee. I love cake. That's what that is. Basically. But better? It's great. For Copycat's 10th... Oh, Sar P, I think? For Copycat's 10th anniversary, will you remaster it if you could? I think we do kind of have... We talked about possibly doing something for Copycat's 10th anniversary. But that'd be like 2024, right? I think we talked about something for... No, it was like 2016, right? 2026. I definitely think we talked about... Me and Slap. I remember talking about something for its 5th anniversary, so maybe look out for that. Nothing major, but you know, who knows? I'm still decently proud of Copycat. I think I could have done the melody a bit better, but I'm not going to fall into critique on it, actually. Check my mail. Oh, okay. Bertie says, I'm planning on getting Vocaloid soon. What English Vocaloids would you recommend that aren't too expensive? Oh, good Vocaloids. Good English Vocaloids that aren't too expensive, huh? I think you should check out Dex and Dinah. Because they are like $60 and they go on sale all the time and they come with all these bells and whistles and they're great. And I definitely actually recommend them. I think they're such a bang for their buck. For what they cost versus what you get, they're incredible. And I am a little biased, but Dinah is one of my favorite Vocaloids to use. Though, to be fair, when Sonica came out, I used to love her too. And Miki was my first ever Vocaloid, so I'm kind of a weirdo. But I find that they have a lot of versatility in them. You're able to kind of make them into, like, sing, like, they're just so good. Let's see. Adian Dwyer asks, will Can't Stand You be on another album? Absolutely. Every song I've released that hasn't been on an album yet so far, on my YouTube, I plan to put on an album. It's just a matter of when that album's going to be posted. So, it will come eventually. I have plans. But, yeah. I definitely plan to release that one. Let's see. Sniffle. Sorry. Sorry for gross sounds. Let's see. There's another Twitter question. So, this is a lot of kanji I can't read, but Shikitsuba? At Shikitsuba on Twitter asks, can you tell the difference between all of Lupin's children? And I'm gonna interpret that. Also, there's a second part of, have Fukasi's parents noticed you yet? Which, yes, they have. Kinda. I contacted his company. I can write a song with him legally, like one. They gave me permission for one. But in regards to Lupin's children, I'm guessing that means comparing Dex and Kenji, and to me they sound nothing alike, and that's wild. Because Kenji is basically Lupin, whereas Dex is also basically Lupin, but Lupin is like both of them all the time. Does that make sense? Rin Gil asks, is the art for just desserts? Idaho eating tiramisu. Sadly, no, it's a lemon cake. But I do love tiramisu. I'm really bad at, like, actually thinking up little details on the spot visually. I can do it with music, but visuals, I just kind of like yesterday, some friends were talking about how for the Decay Chibi I put Forget-Me-Nots, and honestly, I just drew flowers I thought were pretty. Oh, Slap. Okay, Slap, thank you. Nano Disavaging asks, I remember you have long curly hair in real life, right? Do you tie them up? I do. I do have long curly hair, and I do wear it in a bun, like my little character right now. This is a bamboo doll. I'm gonna put it right in front of my house. Well. EV or Ev asks, is it easy? I'm not sure what word I'm going for. To use English voice banks of Japanese Vocaloids like Goomy, Kaito, etc. Sorry if I worded it weird. No, you're fine. I think they require a certain kind of skill set. Goomy I can't tune like any other Vocaloid because every single vowel transition they recorded as a glottal stop, which basically means what's an example? So when you sing like a, u, e, o, it's like Goomy's, all of those were recorded like a, I, u, e, o. So every single time you need to make her like go like se, she will go like se, so I can't tune her like I normally tune other Vocaloids. So Goomy is already weird. And Kaito and Miku and Luca and stuff, I think the issue with them is their lists kind of accentuate their accents in weird ways. Like, a lot of their I sounds are very E. So it's just kind of replacing certain sounds to make it sound... You don't want to get rid of an accent, because I don't think that should ever really be a goal. But I do try and I base it kind of how I would pronounce stuff, and I think they're very good tone-wise. And I think there's definitely a way to make them not slurred. They kind of come a little slurred, but it's just a different process. Blue Shines asked, will you use Kaito more in the future? Absolutely. Kaito is my favorite male Vocaloid, so absolutely. Thing asks, more Perfume cover, please. Oh, maybe. Perfume covers are a bit weird because I want to do a lot of covers, but like their instrumentals are like, you know, copyright and stuff. Like even SoundCloud is hard to upload. I think my Miki Ne cover got taken down at some point. It was sad. It's hard to do covers nowadays. Disha Mishra asks, what do you think of Gimme Gimme? Love it. It is so good. It's such a good song. The other day I was just listening to it nonstop. Honestly, well, no, I was browsing YouTube, and I just, whenever it showed up in my sidebar, I just kind of clicked it. And I just listened to it probably 10 times in that day. What would be the first cover that you would want to do right now? Asks Brittany Yee. If I could just stop and cover anything, probably like Stupid Love by Lady Gaga's pretty up there. Let's see. Icy by Kim Petras is also kind of up there. Been really listening to that lately. And then Wannabe by ITZY, a K-pop song. That song is a bop. I've been listening to that a lot lately too. Luca Tuna asks, favorite Vocaloid song? One that's always near and dear to my heart is Endless by, I think, Captain Mirai with Goomy. Very, very good song. I also really like... Gosh, there's a lot of them. Pushing Daisies is always up there. Even if I wasn't friends with Lupin, Pushing Daisies is like... I think it's to the point where I say I like Pushing Daisies so much Lupin gets aggravated. There's a lot of Vocaloid songs that I really like, but those are the two that definitely come to mind immediately. The English Dictionary asks, why are you playing this game? Because it's something to have in the background instead of just like instead of just being like, hey guys, I'm answering questions. Sorry, there's no visuals. I figured it's something to do. Yeah, Lupin's right. I never say any of his other songs. I'm always like Pushing Daisies, and it's been this way since he's released it, but... You know. Tisha Mishra asks, have you heard of Pop Stars from Riot? Please tell me you have. Or have you heard of any Riot songs? Like Riot games? Like League of Legends? Like KDA Pop Stars? Or something else? Because I do like them. I like a lot of their... I love... Pop Stars is a bob. Because I was so excited because they got... Idol, G-Idol, and Gyra Burns in the same song, and I was listening to both of them, like, literally weeks before, because I love Gyra Burns and stuff. Like, I listen to Ugly almost every day. And... and Señorita is still one of my favorite K-pop songs of like all time, and I just so that one was incredible. So yeah, I loved it. I love them. Chicken Nugget asks, have you ever played Minecraft? If so, did you like it? Yes, Minecraft was a lot of fun. Me and Painted CZ fell in. The last time I played it, we really fell in. The last time I remember falling in was when we got, what was it called? It's one of those mod packs. It was like, it included like Galacticraft, I think. No, it was Project Ozone. We got Project Ozone, and we didn't exist outside of Minecraft for like 2 weeks. So, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we skyblocked Project Ozone. Verti asks, who is your idol bias? I really like... It's been a bit... Yuki? That's her name, right? The one with the very pretty deep voice. I really base my biases on vocal tone, to be honest. And Yuki... Oh, so good. Let's see. Zinnia G asks, Circus, what's your opinion on Kira's music? His music is so crisp and like production goals, honestly. Like, he's got that pop aesthetic down to a T that I'm surprised he hasn't already been hired to write for like Kim Petras. Like, I'm surprised he isn't writing for Pop Stars. Like, I definitely at this point like look up to his music a little because it's so, whenever I listen to it, I get a little, what's the word, insecure. But in the end I'm like, but it's a bop, so I can't be mad. Where is this? Is this right over the river? It absolutely is. Yeah. Top 5 Anime asks, what music or artists has influenced your own writing style? Production-wise, I really have been influenced by like 2011 pop, like Born This Way Lady Gaga, Femme Fatale Britney Spears, that kind of stuff. But lyrically, I'm really influenced, I think, by like early 2000s, like Incubus and Foo Fighters, and I used to listen to a lot of alternative rock growing up, and I really liked those lyrics, but I liked the production of pop, so I kind of feel like my music combines there. A marimba. Ooh. Let's see. Chicken Nugget asks, what should I eat? I think you know. Yeah, Lupin said it. Lupin said the unspoken answer. Let's see. Scythes asks, are you planning on returning to Curious Cat someday? Yes and no. I have like 53 messages there, and it's very overwhelming, but I do have a lot of like nice messages there, like, hello, I hope you're having a good day, and those make me really happy. And I do like answering questions. I didn't fit them at a good time in my day, so I didn't answer them fast enough, and then they got overwhelming. This is like the Late Show with Circus, and I'm the guy in the band that has a funny quip every once in a while. Yeah, that kind of is the dynamic, isn't it? Queen Eve asks, well, it says, Circus, my favorite song of yours is 1/4. I love it so much I just really wanted to tell you that. Oh, thank you. That song was a lot of fun to write because I wanted it to be my last song where I made the chorus quarter notes. The song can also be called quarter. It's whatever you want. And so I was like, well, let's just embrace it. Let's embrace this writing style that I want to leave behind. Let's just do one last, like, just full on make the chorus sound like this type of song and then move on. So I really let loose with that one. It was a lot of fun. SRP says, have you noticed the Magical Mirai 2019 designs kind of look like your Circus Monster designs? Luca with horns, Renilla with lions, etc. Oh yeah, I think my designs are vague enough that was kind of the, like, at least the Renilla with lions was kind of a given, because twin lions, I for some reason I imagined that. But, huh, that is neat. When I first saw the designs, I knew I loved them. I was like, oh, this is such a good aesthetic, because it's the circus aesthetic, and I've grown to love that aesthetic. So I didn't really compare it to my designs, but that is kind of true, huh? Circus, could you please say for me happy birthday? It was yesterday. Happy birthday, Mako00. I hope you had a good birthday, and I hope you have a good day today too. Let's see. Blue Shines asks, what is your opinion on Crusher? I had an answer to this, but honestly I'm not going to answer. But in summary, they write good music. I definitely think they write good music, but we're not on good terms, so I would please don't ask more, I guess. And let's see. Chicken Nugget asks, what is your opinion on Shrek? Oh. Now this is a tough question. Layers. Honestly though, those movies, I used to really like and hate them. To be honest, I don't know why they became a meme. I mean, I guess I kind of do, because they really lend themselves to becoming memes. But like, I remember just like enjoying them. It was wild how they've standed the test of time. They're from like 2002, right? Like, they're old, right? Like, what the heck? Oh. Let's see. Vocophilia asks, have you ever taken a music course or are you completely self-taught? I am completely self-taught. 100%. Oh, there's a balloon. Sorry, I got distracted. I heard wind noises. Sorry, Rice. Yeah, Rice, what's wrong with the baby? Dang it. I'm not your son, Jay, asks, Circus, how do you feel about the Ice Age baby? I feel about it, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I feel about it about as much, exactly the same as I feel about this. Fan. That's just a fan. Oh my god, it's loud. I need to put it in my house. Chicken Nugget asks, do you think Minecraft cave sounds are scary? Yeah, and they always happen when there's no cave nearby. I secretly am trying to make the noisiest house in Animal Crossing. But like, subtly, like you walk in and you're like, where's all this noise coming from? But it adds up. Like if you walk into a house that's just only stand mixers, like Rice in the chat was trying to do a little bit, you're like, oh, I know where this noise is coming from. But I want you to walk into my house and be like, this doesn't look like it should be making that much noise. Let's see. Did I skip a Twitter question? I don't think I did. I'm going to double check because I am going to be wrapping up in about 15 minutes. This has been fun. Very casual, very chill. Let's see. Oh, Marvin also asks, Marvin Valentine at 7 on twitter.com asks, how is this album different from your others other than the fact that it's just with Utao? And I feel like this album features like a lot more experimentation than my other albums on purpose. It's like, because 715 and Lucid were kind of compilation albums, so they were kind of just thrown together, so they kind of lend themselves to being varied. Whereas Spectrum, I wrote a song in 7/8 time, I wrote a ballad, I wrote a D&B song, I wrote a love song, I wrote a electronic song, I wrote a pop song. Like, I really wanted to make it feel varied and experimental and like a new perspective. That's the word I keep saying, new perspective. So that's kind of the vibe of the album. In the art for Dreaming With You, Rinling Gil asks, in the art for Dreaming With You, what's pictured on Idaho's shirt? It's a little ghost with sleepy eyes and an open mouth, like, oh, like a snoring ghost. That's what I wanted to draw. I don't know if that came through, but I just wanted it to be cute. Wow, that room was loud, because I just left and now it feels like I was shouting. Let's see. Disha Mishra asks, who do you like the best from the KDA group? I forget her name because she was added after I stopped playing League of Legends, but the one that is voiced by Jaira Burns, honestly, who sings the chorus, not Akali, not Evelyn, not Ari, the other one. Don't know her name, but I like her. Kaisa, there we go, yeah. Irene asks, do you have a favorite Utao? I have a few. Ironically, I didn't use this Utao for the album because I thought it was discontinued, but apparently their voicers come back. But Takoya Zui has always been one of my favorite Utaos, and I really wish I had known sooner that Zui was being worked on more. But I also love Kikune Aiko, and Friends Utaos are always great, but Zui and... Whoa. Yeah. A wall clock. Ooh. Blue Shines asks, do you have a Hogwarts house? I do. I feel like it's kind of obvious. I'm a Hufflepuff. I don't know much about Harry Potter, but I feel like when I saw it, when I was like, kin assigned Hufflepuff, I was like, yeah. So, yeah. Right? It's like, you don't need to know much to be like, yeah. Kono Kanji asks, which animal do you have a beef with in this game? Ooh, beef. One of the cows. Yeah, this house is like wild. I love it. God, this room is loud. I'm so sorry. I love it though. But it got a bit too loud with that extra fan. But yeah, Animal Crossing buildings are always way bigger on the inside than they look on the outside. And honestly, I'm glad, because otherwise I can only fit like this chair in it, maybe, at most. Irene asks, will you ever try and make an original song with deep vocal? Honestly, yeah. I'm really interested in deep vocal. I recorded, I'm really proud of this. I like to say this because like I've never done anything with it, but I made a 6-pitch Japanese voice bank for deep vocal, and I haven't done anything with it. So I definitely want to use deep vocal. So after this Utao album, after Spectrum, I'm taking a little, not break, but I'm not focusing on my other album projects for a good month or two, and I want to fall back into writing, like doing Utao stuff, as in making my own Utao, making some Idaho voice banks, and then messing around with deep vocal. Those have been my 2 goals. So a deep vocal original might appear in the future, but it doesn't, I would want to write in English, and deep vocal doesn't really have English yet. I mean, it does, but Nightshade says, I wish Animal Crossing had cooking. That's the one thing they need to add, honestly. That's like it. But we have crafting now, which is wild. My goodness. Thing asks, will you release Ido's voice banks because I want to try him too? Yes. I have plans to, but I want them to be done first. I want to do a little bit of closed alpha testing, I suppose. Beta, which comes first? I think alpha. Like a closed alpha with his he has 2 English voice banks, so soft and powerful. And then I want to record some Japanese voice banks and like have close friends test him out and like try and work out all the bugs before I release him. But I have plans to release him. So, like Vocophilia also has any plans for a new public Idaho voice bank? Absolutely. That's my next goal, honestly. That's what I'm kind of going to try and work on for the next 2 months. And it's not going to be done within the next 2 months probably, but I do want to work towards having voice banks ready to go if possible. Blue Shines asks your opinion on Gakupo and VY2. I remember your legit falsetto cover. Is there another balloon? Hello? Wow. VY2, one of my favorite male vocals, honestly. Love him to bits. Gakpo, one of my least favorite Vocaloids of all time. Don't love him to bits, I'm so sorry. Well, money. Sarp asks, if there were plushies of 0G Lords, would you buy them? Absolutely. I tried to buy like a Dinah plushie, but they were out. Like I tried to, I think, like for Vogue America. But yes, a Sonica or a Ivana or plushie, so cute. Kono Kanji asks, do you expect Idaho fan art? I don't ever expect fan art, which is weird after having done this for so long, but like I won't say no to it. I think the reason I purposely try not to expect it is because then if it does happen, I'm like, what? You know? I just like Miku recently drew Idaho, and I had to do a double take. I was like, hello? What is this? What? Hello? Oh my god. And I lost it. Accept. Oh, absolutely will accept. 100%. Again, I will probably cry. SUS or Sus asks, do you make weird faces when singing? I make weird faces when talking. I make a lot of weird faces, honestly. Oh, Volca Coco, it's 3:52 a.m. there? Oh my gosh, go sleep. I'm so sorry. This live stream will stay up and will be recorded. I mean, I'm going to be ending in about 7 minutes anyways. Maybe a bit sooner, maybe in like 2 minutes, so I can take a break before I hop back into my Patreon server and do a chat stream after, which is just casual, chill hangout times. I just think Idaho with his ponytail is neat. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I like putting his hair up. Thing asks, I see you use Chris in Morning Science. Will you use Ken or other Yamaha V5 voice banks in future projects? Because Ken's voice is so realistic and emotional. Ironically, my favorite of all of them is Chris. But maybe? I like Kaori and Ken, but I have a lot of other Japanese Vocaloids I want to write songs for before... Like, I have a backlog at this point. So, I don't really have any plans to use them right now, but I will probably use Chris again, because he was surprisingly fun. It was wild. Disha Mishra asks, what time is it there? Oh, it's 3:54 p.m. So, a decent, it's a time. Oh, Ev, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'm happy to help. Inspire? I don't know. That just makes me happy. Let's see. Irene asks, are people allowed to make original songs with Idaho when you'll release him? Because I'm planning to. I absolutely love him. Yes. I would love that. There may be some, like, legal thing with, selling the song, but I mean, honestly, the extent of that is just like, tell me, and I'll be like, okay. But just to use it, just to write a song that you don't plan on selling, absolutely, please do. Don't even need to ask me. I will cry. Lupin says, before you go, you have an obligation to give us your spectrum pitch in regards to what folks should expect on release. Well, so the album's going to come out on midnight on the 27th, and then the video is going to come out around 2 p.m. on the 27th, so what you should expect is an album at midnight and a video at 2 p.m. The album is a lot of fun, I feel. It kind of just... I'm hoping you get a lot of energy from it. You know, there's a lot of upbeat songs in it and a lot of intense songs, honestly, but fun songs. On Spectrum release day, I hope you like it. That's all I hope happens. Oh, Luca Tuna, that's also very sweet. I'm glad that my song helped you. That song was very, very close to me. And the fact that it has helped makes me super happy. Zinniaji says, streams like this make me realize that Circus is so chill and just as crazy about singing computers as the rest of us. Well, I'm glad you think I'm chill. I do scream a lot, but to be fair, I'm playing this chill game. And let's see, what time is it? It is 3:57. I say I'm gonna wrap it up. Lupin might stream later tonight, apparently. We both have capture cards, so Lupin, I don't know what he's gonna stream, but he has the power to stream Animal Crossing. So he should. Oh yeah, he does stream very late. But yeah, so let's see. Are there any last minute questions that you guys have? I'll try and answer them. Chicken Nugget asks, when's the next time you will stream? I'm not sure. I kind of want to start doing more public streams, but it's a bit difficult to organize them. I do chat streams twice weekly, which is where I have a Discord server and I hop into the call chat, and then because I have a capture card, I kind of still like screen share a video game, and you can hop in and it's more real time, ask questions, do whatever. A lot more chill, but I do that twice a week, 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So if we're counting those, the next time I'm going to stream is Saturday, but they're private a little. Vocaphilia asks, is Creepy Toast a bop? I think I'm officially coming around to liking it again. It's been so long that now I no longer like cringe at it. I'm just like, yeah, whenever it shows up, because it happened like over 10 years ago. So it's a bop, you know, it's a banger. Play it in the club. Hell yeah. Disha Mishra asks, why did you use so many mechanical terms in Hello Again, though? Because I wanted to compare, I felt like the best comparison for that feeling was referring to oneself as a computer. And also because I wrote goodbye, which is goodbye and hello again are connected. I wrote goodbye from Miku's perspective, and I do kind of view Vocaloids as robotic characters. So, yeah. I wanted to really keep in that aesthetic and that theme. Thing asks, what's your Discord server? It's my Patreon server. If you're pledged to my Patreon at all, you will get access to it. Any pledge, anytime. I took a break from Patreon for 2 months and I still did the chat streams, so it's just kind of there. Yeah. Let's see. Any plans to new Miku Luca duets? Maybe. Not at the moment, but... Well, not at the moment lyric, like, song-wise, but video-wise? And Konokanji asks, do you have a beard? At the moment, I do. And what's my favorite song off the album? Okay, I'll end with that one. And 10,000 Bells. My favorite song off of Spectrum, it's very, very difficult to say. But maybe it's because this is the most recent song I've written, but I'm very proud of how Decay came out, because it's kind of got that lo-fi hip-hop track to be sad to aesthetic. And I just had a lot of fun with it, even though it feels like weird to say I had a lot of fun with a sad song, but it came out. I like it. I think Decay is up there. And yeah, on that note, thank you all for coming. I will be hopping over to my Discord server in a little bit, to just kind of continue playing Animal Crossing and hang out, honestly. But for now, I'm going to end the stream, and I hope you guys had a fun time. I had a fun time. And I hope you guys look forward to the album being released. If you have any other questions, I have a Twitter. I am at VocaCircus on Twitter, which is the same as my username on YouTube. And just, if you want to know anything, just at me, and I will reply as soon as I can. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and look forward to Spectrum. Bye!